So, in a world that's changing faster than ever, what does it really mean to be a leader? It's so much more than just managing a team these days. It's about being ready for what's next. Let's dive into how you can become the leader your team needs for tomorrow, starting right now. Look, the old leadership playbooks, they're pretty much obsolete. The pace of change, all the new tech, the way teams work now, it all adds up to a huge challenge that needs a totally new way of thinking about how we lead. And this brings us to the big question, right? With AI and automation changing the game as we speak, are you actually ready for it? Is your leadership style built for this new world? Or is it maybe a little stuck in the past? It's something we all have to ask ourselves. Now, do any of these sound familiar? Trying to get the passion back in your team, getting people to be more self-reliant, or even just reigniting that spark in your own managers? If you're nodding along, trust me, you are not alone. These are the real human problems that leaders are facing everywhere. So how do we fix it? Well, the solution isn't going to be found in another textbook or some boring lecture. We need a different approach. And that's where the Leadership Strengths Indicator program, we call it LSI, comes in. It's designed from the ground up to tackle the very challenges we've been talking about. The whole idea behind the LSI program is actually pretty simple. You learn by doing. It's this really cool, engaging platform that basically simulates a real work environment. This means you get to experiment, you get to take some risks, and you learn from what happens, all in a space that's super practical and honestly a lot of fun. And this slide, this really shows the difference. Old school training, right? It's passive, you sit there, listen to theories, and get some feedback from the top down. Well, the LSI method completely flips that on its head. We're talking hands-on activities, honest 360-degree feedback from your peers, and learning in a setting that actually feels like your job. Okay, so you're probably wondering, how does this actually work? What does it feel like? Let's pull back the curtain and look at the unique process that makes the learning stick. At the very heart of the program is this powerful 3-step loop. First, you jump into a group activity. Right after, you assess how you think you did. But here's the game changer. Step 3. You immediately get feedback from every single person in your group. This collapses the entire learning cycle from months down to just minutes. It's like a powerful real-time mirror of your leadership in action. And the reflection doesn't stop there. It goes even deeper in what we call the real forum. This is where you move past just what happened and really dig into the why. It's a structured conversation that helps turn every single experience, good or bad, into a concrete lesson you can actually use. And to make sure you capture all these incredible insights, you will use a learning log. Think of it as your personal leadership playbook. It's where you'll jot down your reflections, connect the dots, and build out clear action plans for bringing all your new skills back to the real world. All right, let's zoom out for a second and look at the big picture. The LSI program is this intensive 2-day journey that's designed to take you all the way from self-discovery to actually designing a roadmap for your future as a leader. Day 1 is all about discovery. We'll dive into core leadership strengths. You'll see how powerful mirroring and real feedback can be for seeing yourself clearly. And you'll jump into those hands-on activities that give you the raw material to start building your action plans. Then, day 2 is all about design and application. This is where we take all those aha moments from day 1 and use a powerful framework called the 5D cycle to turn them into a real, sustainable plan. You'll also form learning circles with your peers to build a support system for the journey ahead. So what is this 5D cycle? It's a proven framework that guides you through 5 clear steps. You define your goals. You discover the strengths you already have. You dream about what's truly possible. Then you design a concrete path to get there. And finally, you take control of your destiny as a leader. It's a really powerful process. So, this all leads to the most important question, right? What's the ultimate payoff? After these 2 days, who are you going to be as a leader? Well, the outcomes here are super clear and really tangible. You're going to sharpen your most critical skills, things like communication, motivation, and problem solving. You'll walk away with a personalized roadmap for your own leadership journey and a system to make sure that growth continues long after the program ends. So who is this for? The LSI program is really built for experienced leaders who are serious about getting to that next level. Whether you're a CEO, a senior manager, or a team leader, this will give you the skills and the self-awareness you need to lead into the future. Ultimately, this whole thing is a journey of discovery and real transformation. And it all comes down to one final, powerful question that really only you can answer. What will your leadership legacy be?